A little bit different today, a little bit back to the old school ways we used to do it on the channel, the Giraffe Neck gaming days. Yes, I'm playing MLB The Show, but no, I'm not doing an MLB The Show gameplay video. Instead, today we're going to be reacting to the MLB The Show 21 ratings that they gave for all the players this season, because a lot of the ratings from what people are telling me are a little bit off. Now, we're not going to look at Diamond Dynasty because, of course, those are going to be weighted and shifted because they don't want to give 99s to start the year. Instead, we're going to be looking at the current offline ratings for all the players. So I'm literally going to look through all the teams, look at players, give you my thoughts and opinions, and of course give you my reaction to the MLB The Show 21 ratings, which I've had some issues with in the past. You can see some videos on my channel about that, but I'm willing to give MLB The Show 21 a chance. Let's see what you got for me. Now, a little PSA, if you want to watch me play MLB The Show 21, you can check out my Twitch live streams, twitch.tv/GiraffeNeckMarc, as well as all the links to my other social media will be in the description down below. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed seeing the MLB The Show content on the channel today, as well as subscribe so you don't miss out on anything coming at you in the future. And while that intro was a little bit out of order, let's just get going into the ratings. Look at me, a little picture-in-picture. We're fancy today. Okay, let's go find the rosters. I actually don't even know how to find the rosters on here. Hello? Where in the world do you find rosters? Roster control, okay. So the way MLB The Show does the ratings is a little complicated, but it's also simple. They take the last 3 years that the player has played and they do an average. So the first 2 years of the 3-year span count for 50%, and then the most recent season counts for another 50%. So keep that in mind when you're looking at these ratings, as well as things for pitchers like ERA doesn't really matter. It deals with K per nines, and same thing with hitters. You have to have good splits. You have to be a well-rounded player. So that's how they come up with their ratings. Sometimes they're confusing, but I just thought I'd give you a little clarification there. All right, let's get it started off with the New York Mets. Jacob deGrom, 99, as he should be. Thank you. Thank you for making Jacob deGrom a 99. Thank you for realizing he is by far the best pitcher in baseball. The Garrett Cole conversations are just infuriating. It makes no sense. Jacob deGrom clear number 1, 99. Love it. I'm shocked about this next rating here. McNeil an 89 and Lindor an 88. I love Jeff McNeil, friend of the channel, but I just don't understand how you can rate McNeil ahead of Francisco Lindor. I also don't understand how McNeil can be 82 fielding and Lindor only has 85 at shortstop. MLB The Show, the fielding ratings are always so screwy. I don't agree with that. I love McNeil, and I know ratings are position weighted, so sometimes it's a little bit different, but Lindor has to be higher rated than Jeff McNeil. Lindor has to be the number 2 rated player on the Mets. Michael Conforto, 87. I mean, yes, he's playing terribly, but that makes sense for me. I get why he's an 87. That's fine. Syndergaard at 87 feels a little high, considering the last season that we saw of him wasn't great, and also considering that, you know, he just hasn't pitched in a while. 87 feels high, but okay, we'll take it. Pete Alonso, 85, I honestly think is like perfect for him. High power guy, that feels right. Carrasco, 85, I think that's good as well. Seth Lugo, same thing. Like, those are all upper echelon players. Those would essentially be diamonds in Diamond Dynasty if these offline ratings carried. Edwin Diaz, 83, feels low, but I understand he hasn't had great control, and sometimes he gives us the home runs, so that's fine. James McCann, 83. Let's just scroll through this team and see if there's anything. Yeah, Stroman's a little bit low, but again, they haven't done their updates yet based on the actual season, so okay, I see it. Dylan Betances being 77. Okay, Dylan Betances is the 3rd highest rated reliever. That's just absolutely asinine. There's no way that should happen. And Miguel Castro being a 63. Miguel Castro's been so good, but again, I guess because they haven't updated, but Miguel Castro's been filthy, arguably our best reliever. I want to see an upgrade for him. Whoa. Brandon Nimmo lower than Kevin Pillar? No, there's no world where that exists. Brandon Nimmo lower than Kevin Pillar even before this year. That just can't happen. There's no way. There is no way. For the Philadelphia Phillies, Aaron Nola and Real Muto being their top rated players makes sense. I'm cool with those guys both being 92. Bryce Harper being 90. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Andrew McCutchen, 83. See, like, Andrew McCutchen being rated higher than Nimmo. I know it's left field compared to center, but that's just asinine. Gene Segura, 83 as well. Gene Segura only being 5 less. Oh my God, only being 5 less than Lindor, and he's at the shortstop position. Gene Segura has 83 fielding at shortstop, 90 arm. Gene Segura has 90 arm? What? That does not feel right at all. Oh my God. Am I crazy, or is that just super wrong? Reese Hoskins, 81. Zach Wheeler, 81. Okay, because he just doesn't strike out guys. Bohm, 78. Yeah, I mean, the Phillies ones look fine except for Gene Segura, and DD is a better... What? DD's better than Gene Segura. I don't understand how Gene Segura is rated so highly at shortstop. He is not that good of a fielder. I don't know where we're getting these numbers from. And the arm is insane. A 90 arm for Gene Segura? That's why he plays second base. He has no arm. Okay, whatever. I'm so confused. I'm confused by the Phillies ones. They are throwing me for a loop. Also, Hector Neris at 67 feels insanely low. For the Nationals, Juan Soto, 95. I honestly think you could probably put Juan Soto at a 96, 97, but because he isn't the strongest fielder, isn't the greatest athlete, I get it. That's probably why he's at 95. Scherzer, 94. Probably could have been a little higher, but okay, I see it. Strasburg, 91. Unfortunately, he's hurt, but it makes sense. Trey Turner, I think, honestly, should be closer closer to that 90 range, but I also think Lindor should be higher. So if Lindor's an 88, Turner being 87, I'm fine with that, even though Lindor just is a better shortstop. Brad Hand 86, sure, no issues with that. Patrick Corbin 83. Robles 81 is high, but I guess they really value fielding in center field, which would probably explain why Nimmo is low and that Robles is high. You know what? I'm just gonna do something real quick. What would Nimmo be if he's a left fielder? That's just what I need to see before I move on here. If you move Nimmo to left, he's only a 77. Dom Smith's higher than him. Dom Smith's really good, but okay, MLB The Show. We gotta show my guy Brandon Nimmo some love. Atlanta Braves, Freddie Freeman coming in at 95. Okay, as a first baseman, that's about right. Acuna at 94. So if you're gonna put Soto at 95, Acuna at 94, I agree with it. I think that they're both pretty much the same kind of player, and Acuna is gonna get upgraded even more this year. Ozzy Albies at 93 feels very, very aggressive. I don't know about Ozzy Albies being 93. I think he's like probably more where McNeil's rating was at 89. 93 feels high. Marcelo Zuna at 90 feels, man, I don't know how I feel about that 90. I feel like he should be a little lower, but maybe I'm nitpicking at this point. Soroka 87, sure. Charlie Morton 86 feels a little high. Max Fried 84, fine. Is there anything else out here that seems a little bit crazy like we have seen with some of the other positions? Don't think so. Braves looking pretty fine. Miami Marlins, Starling Marte 84. I think that's right about where he should be, 84, 85. Pablo Lopez, they could have showed him a little more love. 81 might be a little tough. Ryan Anderson 80, I think he is like the exact definition of an 80 overall player. John Birdie's an 80? John Birdie doesn't even start on this team. How is John Birdie an 80? His numbers aren't even good. Look at them in the little wheel. He's just fast. How did he get 80? He literally has 2 stats over 80, and they're speed and stealing. Like across the, what? How does he get to an 80 rated? That doesn't make any sense. Sandy Alcantara at 77. Why is Sandy not higher? Sandy's got to be higher. He's got to be their best rated pitcher. He should be like an 84. Wow. I'm confused by some of these ratings, and the rest of the team, there's nothing really to talk about here. Jazz isn't fair because Jazz really didn't do much last year. Looks great this year. He's going to get an upgrade. Moving on to the National League Central, we've got the Cubs. Kyle Hendricks, 88. Okay. Javi Baez, 87. No, if you're going to give Javi Baez these crazy good fielding grades, I know Lindor doesn't have the arm, but I think he deserves just as good fielding or close to Javi Baez, and he's a better hitter. Oh my God, I don't understand what they're fielding, and their shortstop ratings are so weird. Like, how do you watch Javi Baez and Gene Segura play and say, yes, they're about the same defensively? Like, you have to be crazy. Wilson Contreras, 86. Sure, their fielding is a little aggressive for him, but I also think he's a better fielder than the numbers say. Chris Bryant, 85. I'm cool with that. Dan Winkler, 84 is crazy, especially as a starting pitcher. What? They have him listed as a starting pitcher? What is he as a reliever? This doesn't even really matter because who cares about Dan Winkler? But okay, I mean, even 80 as a reliever is crazy. Craig Kimbrell, 78. Yeah, his walks and home runs were wild last year, so I get that. Where are Nico Horner's a 79? Who else is on here that I just like? Ian Happ's a little bit low, but I guess because the fielding and the arm. Oh man, some of these ratings are weird. Let's move on. Cincinnati Reds, Eugenio Suarez is an 88. I don't see Eugenio Suarez being rated the same as Francisco Lindor is just wrong. I know it's different positions, but it's wrong. Sonny Gray, 87. I think that's perfect. I don't know why he's in AAA, but that's a perfect rating. Luis Castillo, 86. Same thing. I think they could be interchangeable with each other. Moustakas, 82. Joey Votto, 81 feels high for a guy who's not very good anymore. And again, I'm not sure how he gets 81. He only has one stat above the 80 rating besides discipline and clutch, but rest are not good. I don't know that one. Nick Castellanos, 79 feels rough. That feels tough. I feel like Nick Castellanos should be like an 83, 84. Doolittle, Barnhart, Amir Garrett. Okay, their team's fine. Besides, like, we're looking at the top, of course. Christian Yelich for the Brewers, 96. I love it. That's where he should be. He should be right in those upper 90 ratings. Brandon Woodruff, 86. I'm cool with that rating as well. Probably could have put him to 87, 88, but we're talking about like just minor things at this point. Josh Hader, 85 is way too low. Josh Hader's got to be in the 90 plus range. Gotta be. Also, why does this guy look like Mike Clevenger? I don't understand that, but he's got to be in the 90s at least. Colton Wong, 85 is way too high, and I know that they value fielding, but you're valuing it too much. Colton Wong is not an 85 in no world. Devin Williams, 84. He should be closer to a 90 as well. I know he's off to a rough start, but he was unbelievable in his 1 year of play. Freddie Peralta, 81 feels high. He's higher than Corbin Burns. That doesn't make sense, especially after last season. I know it's a 3-year average, but still, Corbin Burns needs to be higher than Freddie Peralta. I'm not even saying he should be insanely high right now, but he's got to be higher than Freddie Peralta. Lorenzo Cain, Jackie Bradley Jr. All right, the rest of it's fine. Pittsburgh Pirates. Whoa, Jacob Stallings is an 82. Jacob Stallings can't be an 82. He just can't be. He can't be. Jacob Stallings can't be an 82. I don't care how good his fielding is. He's just not an 82. He's not. He's not better than Key Brian Hayes. He's not better than Adam Frazier. Maybe he's better than Adam Frazier. This is not a team that has much though, so there's really not too much to look into. I love that Key Brian though gets 81. Like that's a fair rookie rating for him, I think. The Todd Father at 74. No love for the Todd Father as always. Who really cares about the rest of the team? I guess there's not really much else to talk about. The Cardinals. This should be a good one. Nolan Arenado, 98. Completely agree with it. Love to see that they're showing Nolan Arenado some respect. 98, probably maybe like a little too high. I don't know. 97, 98 is cool with me. Paul Goldschmidt, 89. I would have been okay with him being in the 90 threshold, but that's fine. Jack Flaherty, 86. Did have a rough year last year. Has been a little shaky. I think that's a fair rating for him. I would put him probably closer to 90, but 86 is fair. Gallegos, 84. Andrew Miller feels high at 82. Yadier Molina at 82 is insane. That's asinine. He's not even good at fielding anymore, and he doesn't have good fielding stats. Why is he an 82? That doesn't make any sense to me. He is not that good of a catcher anymore. And people are gonna be like, oh, look at his average this year. Oh, let's see what his numbers look like at the end of the year, and let's see his OPS. He hits for 0 power. Tyler O'Neill gets an 82? That's insane. Tyler O'Neill, by the way, is considered better than Brandon Nimmo to start the season. Tyler O'Neill stunk last year. What? Harrison Bader, 81. Oh, God, they really just value fielding so heavily. Tommy Edmonds, an 81. Paul DeYoung, 79. I don't like the Cardinals ratings one bit. What? How is Tyler O'Neill an 81? 82, actually. I lied. That doesn't make sense. Arizona Diamondbacks. Zach Gallen and Ketel Marte, the two top guys. I love that. Ignore that they're in AAA. It has to do with injuries. Gallen, 86. He's so good. He's going to win a Cy Young one day. Ketel Marte, 83. Probably could be at that 86 range. I still think he's very good. Bumgarner at 80. Ahmed at 81. Like, see, but then Ahmed's an 81, and he's actually been better of recent. Eduardo Escobar, David Peralta, Asdrubal Cabrera. Is there anything that really catches my eye? I mean, whoever Barry Gesualdo is 74. Who is Barry Gesualdo? Christian Walker. Okay. Diamondbacks, not a lot to talk about. Colorado Rockies. Trevor Story at 91. I just don't know how he's better than Francisco Lindor. I guess the power. Oh, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. They should at least be the same, and that's why I think Lindor needs to be higher. Charlie Blackmon at 81. Just not better than Brandon Nimmo right now. He's just not. Herman Marquez at 80. I think Herman Marquez is actually like super underrated. He should probably be a little higher. CJ Crone. Yeah, the Rockies don't have a lot of guys to talk about. How's my boy Raimel Tapia? 72. Also better than Brandon Nimmo to start the year. That is ridiculous. Even in center field, that's ridiculous. No way. Dodgers, they're going to have a lot of ratings to talk about. Mookie Betts, 98. Probably could be a 99, honestly. I would have no issues with it. He's just so good. He's the second best player in the league. Clayton Kershaw, 95. I don't have a problem with that. Bauer, 93. Solid. Cody Bellinger, 93. I agree. Probably a 95-ish, but I see 93 rating. Walker Buehler, 89. The Dodgers ones look really, really strong. Look, they gave Corey Seager an 84. I agree with that. I think that's fair. Corey Seager is really, really good. I'd honestly maybe even give him an 86. 87. Lindor needs to be higher, so should he. Justin Turner, 84. Gonsolin, 83 feels honestly a little high, but I guess I get it. I don't know. Feels a little high. Chris Taylor, Tommy Kahnle. Is there anyone that feels a little bit out of place? Nope. They feel pretty good. All right, let's move on to the next team, the Padres. Machado and Tatis both coming in at 95. I get the Tatis hype because, of course, he's on the cover of this game, so they're going to make him really good, and he is really good. Him, Lindor, and Story, I think, should all relatively be in the same rating, but I know it's a little bit tough because they all play the game a little differently. Tatis and Story are the most comparable. I don't think you can put Tatis ahead of Story just yet. I don't think you can make Tatis the highest rated shortstop in the game just yet, but all right, whatever. I get it, especially with how they do their numbers. Machado, really, really good, 95. I agree with it. I think that's very fair. He's sick in the field, sick at the plate. He's a good player. Yu Darvish, 88. Yeah, he's got some nasty stuff. Him and Blake Snell coming. Man, I don't agree with him and Blake Snell being the same. I think Blake Snell needs to be a little bit lower. That feels like because Blake Snell plays this game, he got a little bump in the ratings, but Yu Darvish definitely. Blake Snell, I think, should be a little bit lower. Clevenger at 87. Dinelson Lamet, 87. Cronenworth has a C potential. Why? He's so good. 85 overall. I like that. Tommy Pham at 85. Feels a little high. Definitely not better than Brandon Nimmo. Definitely not. Nah, I don't even know if he's better than Dom Smith in left field. Just defensively, they're not even that much better. Will Myers, 81. See, I actually feel like that might be even a little low. I don't know. Chris Paddock, 81. Trent Grisham, 80 is so low. That is so insanely low. Trent Grisham is so good. He should be like an 86, 87. He's a beast. The rest of this team, Hosmer's a little low, but I know it's 3-year average, so that will adjust. He's a guy who's going to just go skyrocket through the upgrades. Joe Musgrove, 79. I don't think there's anybody else on this team that we need to talk about. CJ Abrams, 69. Nice. Okay, let's move on. Giants, Mike Yastrzemski, 84. I'll admit it. Might be a little tough on Mike Yastrzemski. I think Mike could probably get into that 86, 87 range. Buster Posey, 82 feels insanely high, but I guess catchers are weak, so maybe it's not, but 82 for 34-year-old Buster Posey at catcher? I don't agree with that. Kevin Gausman, 80, fine. Tyler Rogers, wow, really? Going up to a 79 despite having a 4.5 ERA? Man, this is why the ERA stat, if they could somehow figure it out, I think it would help, but okay, Tyler Rogers, 79, I don't agree with. Wilmer Flores, Longoria, 77 feels just way too high. He's not that good. I know the Giants are playing well, but this is a team I don't ever believe in. They're liars and can't be trusted, and that sticks for this year as well. Sorry, Giants fans. And Oliver Minoso, I don't think you're real, but sorry, you're 39 rating. rated. My God. Now to the American League we go. We've got the Baltimore Orioles, who don't have a player in the 80s. I think Anthony Santander could have a little beef with that. 77 rated. Little tough on him. Austin Hayes, 76. That's, dude, he's better than Brandon Nimmo again. I know Nimmo can't field and he's in center, but oh my God, 76. And Nimmo is a 71. Just absolutely disrespectful. Trey Mancini, John Means. Yeah, I understand their ratings. They just don't have a lot of players to get hype about. The Red Sox, Chris Sale, 93. Cool. I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. JD Martinez, 87. Can't field, so that hurts him, but he is a beast at the plate. That's about right. If you could put him at DH, he'd be like a 90. Christian Vasquez, 85. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And I'm fine with it now that I've seen the other catcher ratings. He is a top 10 catcher in the league. Xander Bogaerts, 82 is insanely low. And I know he's got, you know, stone hands, but this dude can hit. His power numbers are so low. 68 and 65 feels so insanely low. I don't understand why he has no power. He's a guy who just is a doubles and home runs machine. Kike at 82 is crazy high. Kike is not an 82. I know that's because he's at second base, but no, Kike is not an 82. No way. Devers at 81 feels low. I would put him up at that 83, 84 range. Verdugo at 81 feels crazy low. Verdugo is so good. Verdugo is like an 84, 85, just like Trent Grisham. Grisham's better, but Verdugo's in that same range, because then Hunter Renfroe at 80 feels high. Oh man, the Red Sox ratings are all over the place. I know why they do the ratings, but I'm just so confused sometimes. Aaron Judge, 97. Okay, no, not if you're gonna have Mookie Betts at 98. Aaron Judge is like 90, 94, 95. 94, 95 for Aaron Judge. I can't put him at 97 above Soto and Acuna. There's no way. There's no way, but I know it's because of his fielding. But his durability's got to be like 10, right? Where is it? Durability 62. That is way too high for Aaron Judge. Garrett Cole, 94. That's actually a lot lower than DeGrom. I thought he would be closer to that 99, like in a 97 range. Might be even underrated in this game. DJ LeMahieu, 93. I got no issues with it. I think that's fine. Giancarlo Stanton, 92. I mean, this isn't 2015, 2016, 2017 anymore. Even 2018. It's just not the same Giancarlo Stanton. Doesn't even play ever. Durability is 97 for Giancarlo? What? What? 97? No? Huh? Doesn't make any sense. All right, Chapman, 87. Chapman should be higher, I think, in my eyes. Corey Kluber, 86. Again, I ask you, is this 2016? Is this 2015? No way. Luke Voigt, 86. I'm cool with him being a little higher than Alonso. I'm fine. Chad Green, 85. Glaber, 85. Sure, at second base. I bet you at shortstop, he's got to go down even worse because he has no fielding ability whatsoever at short. Let's see. At short, Glaber goes to, oh my God. Yeah, 76. That's harsh, but yes, at shortstop, I agree. Gary Sanchez, 79. It's got to be the hitting that saves him. Fielding at 62 is generous. Clint Frazier, 83. You're putting Clint Frazier better than Brandon Nimmo. You gave him 80 fielding. Oh, it was a short season. No. And Joe Urshela, 85. All right, whatever. I don't care about Gio. That's fine. Zach Britton, 80. Oh, man. Aaron Hicks, 78. Oh, man. You made Jay Bruce better than Brandon Nimmo. I'm going to keep going to Nimmo, but that's crazy. No way. Tampa Bay Rays, Brandon Lau at 91. Ain't better than Jeff McNeil. No way at second base he's better than Jeff McNeil. No way he's better than some of the guys that have been listed at second base. Brandon Lau had a great year. I don't know about a 91. Nick Anderson, 90. Cool with it. He's sick. Kevin Kiermaier, 83. That's strictly because his fielding and defense and speed. I get it, but no, because he can't hit. But his fielding is disgusting. Ryan Yarbrough, 82. Randy's at 81, but he is not a center fielder, so let's get him out of the center field position. Let's put him in left, and Randy goes to 87. Aggressive, but I don't know about that. Not better than Brandon Nimmo by that much. That's where I'm going to keep going back to. I'm sorry, guys. You're probably tired of hearing it. Tyler Glasnow at 78, I guess because he hasn't had great numbers. Adames, Wally Adams at 78. Yeah, I don't have any huge issues with their ratings besides what I've voiced already. The Blue Jays, Kirby Yates, 88. Lourdes Gurriel, 87. That feels aggressive for Lourdes Gurriel. Hyun-Jin Ryu at 87. I think Hyun-Jin Ryu's got to be in the 90s. One of the top pitchers in the game, got to be in the 90s. Teoscar at 86. He does rake, but George Springer at 83 feels really harsh. George Springer's got to be like an 88 at the worst. Bichette, 82. Okay, I'm cool with that for Bichette. Biggio at 80. Where is Vlad Jr.? 74 for Vlad Jr. Harsh. He's really more of a first baseman, so let's see if we move him to first base, what he comes out to here. Comes out to a 74 then. All right, Vlad Jr., I don't agree with the rating. They're a little harsh on you. White Sox, Liam Hendricks, 93. Yep, he's a beast, but I don't think he's that much better than Josh Hader or Chapman. Guess he just doesn't do the walks and the home runs, but 93 feels too much higher than Hader. That's almost 10. Yasmani Grandal at 91. I'm cool with it. Probably should be a little lower than JT because of the athleticism ability as well, but 91, sure. Jose Abreu at 88. I'd like to see Jose Abreu a little higher. Give him some love. Put him in the 90s. He won the MVP. I think Giolito should be a 90. Giolito is sick, but I think the 3-year average still keeps in that terrible season from a few years ago, which it does, so that's why. Lance Lynn, 87. Tim Anderson, 83. Yep, Tim Anderson's about an 83. Eloy at 82. I think Eloy could maybe be even a little bit higher, like a little bit worse Marcelo Ozuna. Dallas Keuchel, 82. Yohan Moncada Moncada, 81. Luis Robert, 81. Ooh, Garrett Crochet, 72. Interesting. I thought he would have been a little higher. You know, these ratings seem pretty fine overall. Indians, Shane Bieber, 95. So I think that puts him as the second best pitcher in baseball. I think you got to put Cole there, but again, nitpicking. Jose Ramirez, 92. I think you put Jose Ramirez at 95 range. He's so sick. Roberto Perez at 86. That's laughable. That is laughable. Besides defense, Roberto Perez offers nothing at the plate. That is laughable. Defense is too valuable at the catcher position on these games for ratings. Eddie Rosario, 83. Sure. Aaron Savali, 82. Karinchak, 82. And they just don't really have much else to talk about. Look at Andres Jimenez and Rosario. There's no world where Rosario should be higher than Jimenez. How is their fielding even remotely close, by the way? That doesn't make sense. All right, moving on. Had enough of the Indians. Tigers, Jonathan Scope, 83. Jamer, 78. Wilson Ramos, 78. Yeah, how are you gonna have Wilson Ramos, 78? Oh man, I'm confusion. I am confusion. 57 fielding is generous. Nico Goodrum, 76. There's nothing, I guess, really to talk about with them. Willie Castro, 75, I think is probably fair. The rest of it, yeah, they just don't have a lot of great players to talk about here. Casey Mize gets a 69. Nice. Not much else. The Royals, Whit Merrifield, highest rated player at 88. Yeah, I'd agree with it. Whit's probably their best player. Adalberto Mondesi coming in at 86. That feels insanely high. He's a glitch in this game. He's not this good of a player, though, in real life. I don't agree with 86. Salvador Perez, 85. Yep, okay. Yeah, but he's better than Roberto Perez, though, so 86 for Roberto Perez is silly. Carlos Santana, 79. I think he should get a little more love. I think he should at least have his number start with an 80. Benintendi, Keller, Soler. Yeah, I guess, like, their team's just, like, they're playing well. They don't have a lot of great players or names. The bullpen's getting screwed, though. The bullpen is fantastic. Zimmer, Barlow, Stamont, specifically these two guys need to be in the 80s, and I'd even say mid-80s. They've been fantastic the last few years. Okay, for the Twins, Josh Donaldson coming in as the top-rated player. I get it, but also no. It's either got to be Nelson Cruz or Byron Buxton. Cruz gets hurt because of the defense, because they have to give him a position. They don't just have DH on here, so understandable. Byron Buxton's sick. Byron Buxton might finish the year being a 99 rated. I'm just saying it. He keeps up this power and the contact and the defense and the speed. He's disgusting. He's sick. Kenta Maeda, I get it. Josh Donaldson, 90. Already talked about him. Andrelton Simmons, 83. And the rest of this team, I mean, Kepler, 78. That feels tough. Miguel Sano, 77. Randy Dobnak, 75. Feels a little high. Okay, Twins, I see you. I see where you're at. Where's Colome? Colome's a 79. He's struggling this year, but he is pretty good. To the last and final division we go, the Astros. Interested to see these ratings with the cheating. Alex Bregman, 92. Yeah, Bregman's like their best player. I'm cool with that. Verlander, 91. Doesn't really matter. He's not going to pitch this year. Greinke, 90. I don't agree with putting these guys in the same category. Greinke's really good, but Verlander is on a different level. Greinke's probably like an 85 in my eyes. Altuve, 88. Downgraded him quite a bit. I don't agree with how bad his fielding is, though. Jordan at 87. Just an absolute beast of the plate. Correa at 87. Cool with that. I have no issues. Brantley, 85. That's about right. I'm cool with him being better than Nimmo. Ryan Presley, 85. McCullers, 84. Feels a little high for McCullers. Kyle Tucker, 77. I'm surprised he's that low. I would have put him a little closer to 80. Thank you, MLB The Show. Mike Trout, 99. I was not worried, but I was just questioning it, but you figured it out. Mike Trout's clearly a 99. Rendon, 93. I agree with that. Rendon is an absolute beast. David Fletcher at 87. I guess if McNeil's an 89, Fletcher at 87 is not crazy, but also like 87's a little high for David Fletcher. I love him. He's the Fletch god, but probably should have been 99. No, 80. It's fine. 87. Dylan Bundy, 80. Rizal, 80. I honestly would put Rizal a little higher. Otani, 80. I understand it. Let's look at his hitting stats real quick, too. Hitting stats, yeah, he does crush right-handed pitching. Cool with that. Andrew Heaney, 79. I don't know about him. Quintana being rated that highly. No way. Iglesias, we're nitpicking at this point. We're starting to care a little bit too much about every single player. Poole, 69. Nice. Tough, but also fair. A's, Matt Chapman, 91. That's about right. He's not as good as Nolan Arenado. He's not the best third baseman in the league. I'm cool with him being at 91. Ramon Laureano, 86. Tough season last year, so that hurt him, but he is a sick outfielder. Trevor Rosenthal, the injury, that I hate to see it, but he had a great year. 84 is fair. Olsen, 83. If Alonso's 85, yep, that's cool. I'm fine with that. Sean Murphy, 82. Yep, that's right where I would put him. Diekman, my boyfriend of the channel, rated 80, and that's all we really want to talk about here with the Oakland A's. Not a lot else. Jed Lowry, 73. I can't even believe Jed Lowry's playing well. Good for him, but insane how it just, you leave the Mets, you play better. Also, fun fact about this, Lazaro Armenteros guy struck out 200 times in the minors a couple years ago. Crazy. Down to the final two teams here. Ken Giles coming in as the highest rated player on the Mariners at 84. Marco Gonzalez at 84. I don't know about Marco Gonzalez at 84. He just doesn't have stuff, but okay, whatever. Fine. We're nitpicking. James Paxton, 83. I disagree with him at 83. Dylan Moore, 81 as the highest rated hitter. Where's the love for Kyle Lewis? Kyle Lewis has to be like an 82, 83 at least. I guess maybe because they're putting him in center, and man, they really care about arms quite a bit. Mitch Haniger coming in at 75. That's a tough rating in right field. Seager at 80. Some of the ratings are a little weird here. Some of them are fine. Noelvi Marte gets a 72. Did they put Kelenic and Julio Rodriguez on here? I just want to see if they put those guys. Right field, Julio Rodriguez is 63. Noelvi shouldn't be higher than him. And then left field, or center field, wow, Jared Kelenic's 65. And they put Noelvi at what, 72? Yeah, I don't agree as Noelvi as like their top rated prospect. I disagree. And then for the last and final team, we have the Texas Rangers. Joey Gallo, OP 89. I agree with it. I'm cool with it. I have no issues with him there. He's just maxed out on power and defense. He is pretty sick as a player. Jose Leclerc, 81. Sure. Kiner Falefa, 80. I mean, he's got great fielding, but he can't hit. So sure, but also like no. But I know how they do their shortstop rankings. Jonathan Hernandez, 76. Nick Solak, David Dahl. Yeah, there's just not really anybody to talk about on the Rangers because let's be honest, they're just not a very exciting and fun team. So the ratings seem fine for the Rangers. And that brings us right to the start again here at the New York Mets. And I have a problem with Lindor not being as high. I feel like McNeil's a little too high. And then my biggest issue out of all the ratings feels like Brandon Nimmo. I can't believe that Brandon Nimmo's a 77 left fielder and a 71 center fielder. That's disrespectful to honestly one of the better offensive players in the game. Doesn't get enough credit. Look up the numbers. Look up the WRC plus. Look up OPS. Look up OPS plus. Nimmo's towards the top. He's a really, really good offensive player and they're just not showing him the love. The fact that he has 59 vision, 99 discipline feels a little tough on him. That's all I'm going to say. So I'd love to know your guys' opinions on the MLB The Show ratings down in the comment section below. Which ones do you think are good, bad, the good, the bad, the ugly? Tell me what you think. You saw my reactions. I'm interested to see yours. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as well as subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Drop me a follow on all my social media. Follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GiraffeNeckMarc. Links in the description as always. And that's where I'm wrapping up today's video. You guys know the drill from here on out. YouTube recommends you watch this video. This is my most recent upload. Click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.